Hello, welcome to another wiki procedure, and today we are going to look on how you can apply for reservation of a non-governmental organization's name in Kenya. Down here below, we have given you a link which is going to direct you to our wiki procedure website page, where we have given you detailed instructions on how to go about the application process. Additionally, on the right hand side of our screen, we have given you a select language option through which you can select the language which you can easily understand by clicking on this downward pointing arrow and choosing one of the languages which are displayed here. For example, by choosing Swahili, all the information on our page will be translated to Swahili, and you can easily read through the instructions with ease. We can also easily revert back to English by clicking on the downward pointing arrow and choosing English. We've included external links to other websites which you can visit and get more information on how you can go about the name reservation application. We have also included links to the application form which you're going to use to make this application, and we have placed the link right here. You can easily access the link again by going down to the documents to use section, and you can also access this form by going to the NGO Bureau website. We are going to see how you can download this as we move on with the presentation, and we are also going to see how you can fill this form and submit it as we move on with the presentation today. But before we do that, I'd like you to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and also the like button, so we can continue giving you great content in wiki procedures. So let's get back to our presentation, and the list of items which we're going to cover in this session include the need for reservation, the eligibility criteria, the required documents, steps to follow in making the applications, the fees, validity period, processing time, office location and contact information, and any other information that we may find are relevant on how to apply for reservation of a non-governmental organization name. So welcome to our presentation today, which is brought to you by wikiprocedure.com. Need for reservation. An NGO needs to be registered for it to carry out its objectives in Kenya. For it to be registered, it needs a name. For it to register, it needs a name to operate with. Reservation allows the NGO to reserve its name during its registration. Any non-governmental organization that wants to register or change its name is supposed to seek from the Non-Governmental Organization Coordination Board approval for the name. Thus, the need for reservation. The eligibility criteria is as follows. Any individual who wants to start a new or change the name of an existing NGO is eligible to make an application to reserve a name for the NGO. The required documents. All you need is a duly filled form number 2, which is the application for a reservation of name of the organization, and this form can be obtained from the NGO Coordination Board's offices, or it can be downloaded from their website. Steps to follow in making the applications. You need to note that this application can only be done in person, and the first step is to make the application for the reservation and of a name, and this is made on the form number 2, application of reserve of the name of name of organization. And you can get this form, as we have mentioned before, by visiting the NGO Coordination Board offices or by downloading it from the NGO Coordination Board website. You are expected to propose 3 names in order of priority for the organization to be registered while filling the form. After filling the form, submit the completed application to the NGO Coordination Board offices and pay for the name search and reservation. This process usually takes a half a day to complete, and you're supposed to pay a fee of 1,000 shillings. Once the name has been approved, it is reserved for a period of 60 days in which you are supposed to register your NGO. If you have not been able to register your NGO within the 60 days, the applicant can renew for the name reservation period to be extended for a further 60 days on payment of a further 500 Kenyan shillings. So let's just check out how this is done. As we have mentioned, you can easily access the application forms from our links right here, or from the NGO Bureau website. So just go to your browser and type www.ngobureau.or.ke, and once you're in this page, you can click on this quick link here. By clicking on the quick link, you'll be directed to the downloads page, and once you're here, you can just type in form number 2, which is the form which you're going to use. Form number 2, and here it is right here. So you can click on this form and you'll be able to download it, and this is the form right here, form 2. So the form is quite easy to fill. They have given you reasons why a name can be rejected at the end of the form, so we can go through that, but we go through that by the end of the presentation. So you're supposed to give your full names here and your address, then give 3 proposed names in order of priority. That is, the one which you want the most should be up here, the one the second favorite, and the third favorite, or the least favorite, should be the third on number 3 here. Then it's quite simple, just sign, date the letter, pay the application fees, which is 1,000 shillings, and submit it to the National Government Organization Board offices. And once the name is approved, it will be valid for 60 days only, but you can extend the approval for a further 60 days by paying 500 shillings. The process only takes half a day. So let's move on, and then we'll go through the reasons why a name can be rejected. So the fees we've already mentioned. The name section reservation is 1,000 shillings. The extension of a reservation period is 500, and payments should be made to the NGO's Coordination Board account in Cooperative Bank, Coop Branch House. This is the address, our account number right here. The validity period of the name is forever, but for the reservation is 60 days, which can be extended for another 60 days. The processing time is half a day. The office location and contact information: the Non-Governmental Organization Coordination Board, the headquarters are at Cooperative Bank House, Selassie Avenue. You can visit them at their website of ngo.or.ke. By visiting their website, you can get information about their regional offices, which they have many regional offices. I cannot mention them all right here. So other information, the following are some of the reasons why proposed names are rejected. The names that are familiar entirely to a name already existing in the register, except in instances where the organization is sponsored by an existing organization as a chapter or branch. Those names that have 3 initial words that are similar to an existing name. Those names whose names are similar to that of an existing governmental department, existing and legally registered or existing and legally registered organizations. Those names which make derogatory or offensive references to a particular community, group of people, or religion. Those names that suggest or make reference to an intention to evangelize or propagate the faith. Those whose acronym are similar to an existing name or acronym in the register. Those that when shortened might have similarity with an existing acronym or name in the register. Those whose meaning appear unclear except in instances where the organization is registered elsewhere outside the country to carry out work for an NGO. Those whose name, those that involve an amalgamation of names or of individuals. Those who seek to use individuals' names without their written consent and or that of their families, and where the proposed name is already in existence. So those are the reasons why a name can be rejected and not be reserved. So thank you for watching our presentation. You have just seen it's quite simple to make the name search and reservation. So before we complete, I would like you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and also the notification bell so you can get notifications every time we upload new content. So have a blessed day.